Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Geo back with another tutorial how to create a podcast. Okay, the first thing you want to do is come to your YouTube studio back office. Okay, the next thing you want to do is click on content. Once your content comes up, then you have to choose what videos that you want to put in your podcast. Okay, like I am going to put in the podcast networking team shout out here. Okay, so all I have to do is hover over this pencil here, click it. Okay, the next, and then we're going to come to this page, the video detail page. Scroll down until you see playlist. Okay, now you want to click the drop down arrow and click new playlist here. Okay. You want to click new playlist. When you click new playlists will come up and new podcasts. So you want to click on new podcast. And when you click on that, this box will come up and it will ask you for all the details. So what I'm going to name this, it wants you to have a title for your podcast. And mine is going to be networking. And you can come back and change this anytime you want. Networking uh, YouTubers. Okay. Now it asks me to, uh, in fact, I'm going to name this something else. Uh, I think I'm going to name it networking shout out. Family, like that. Networking shout out family. Then I'm going to add a description. What is your podcast all about? I already have my description there. Okay. And just for the sake of this video, so it won't be so long, I'm going to paste my description in there. And my description is this podcast is all about collaborating with other YouTubers. We shout each other out to let others know what our channel is all about at first glance. Thank you for watching. And then I put hashtags here. Okay, at least try to put a few hashtags in there so that the algorithm can pick you up. And you want to make it public. Okay, now you need to make a thumbnail, and it has to be a square thumbnail. And you can go to Canva and do that. Okay, all you have to do when you go to Canva, I'll go ahead and go to Canva over here. Okay. All you have to do is when you log in, you click on create a design and then you put in the search up here, podcast. Okay. So here is your podcast right here. It's 300 by 300. You click there and then it will give you a square, which they really need, a square box here. And then over here, you can pick any of these examples. Like I picked this one, okay, and then I just changed a lot of stuff in here and made it my own. So that is how you create a podcast logo or whatever you want to call it, or square podcast image in Canva. Okay, so let's go back. So now let's go back up to the top here. We have put in the title, network, shout out family, which I don't know if I'm going to keep that name, but I'll show you how to change that name, okay, if you want to. I put in my description. I made the podcast public. Now I'm getting ready to put in my thumbnail, and that was the uh, the square image that they're asking for. And then I'm going to click create. Okay, create. So now I have created my podcast and I'm going to just say save here. Remember to save your work once you're done with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over to Team Build with Geo, my channel. Okay. Then I'm going to click on podcast. There it is. Okay. If I want to change anything, I would click on view for playlist. And then if I wanted to change this network shout out family, I would click that pencil, and this is where I can change the name of my podcast. Okay. And then save it. All right. Here is it's already public. Here is the description down here, and you can change the name of that too. Okay, by clicking this pencil. I mean the description by clicking this pencil and changing any words in here. Here is where you can actually delete. If you've decided, oh, no, I don't want to make this a playlist, you can come here and delete it. And you will not be deleting the video. You'll only be deleting the playlist. You never, this, people get confused when I tell them, go ahead and delete that playlist. They thinking that they're deleting their videos, and you are not. You're only deleting the playlist itself. So you would come here, okay? And click on delete. Also, playlist settings. If you want your once you do another video and you want it to be added to the top of the playlist, you would click here. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is uh, you can click this video. Okay. All right, and then you want to click edit here, okay? Again. And then you want to add to this uh episode 1. Make sure you put that in your title. All right? Networking team. That's what I'm going to name it, networking team. Okay. Shout out Team Build with Geo, and then episode 1, and then you save it because YouTube likes for you to put episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Okay. So that is how you set up a podcast. And I hope I did a good job because I've only been doing it for just maybe a month or so. So that is my take on it, and that is what's been happening. And what I do know is that they do promote these podcasts. Okay. So when you're thinking about a podcast, think of all the videos that you want to put in there that makes sense. Okay. And then you have to have the description and the title together so that it makes sense for people to want to look at what you put in your podcast. Okay. All right, then. This is Geo. I will see you on the next tutorial.